Good morning and welcome to MorningCraft episode 48. Grab a drink, get comfortable, because today we're going to fix our little security problem. So in the last episode we had a few issues with zombies spawning on top of the market hall. So this episode, I decided I'd take our security a little bit more seriously. So I decided I was going to build some walls, and I was going to light up the roof of the market hall. So I started by wetting some concrete powder, and I was going to use this in our walls. Now you'll have to wait to see the full design of the walls, but I'm really pleased with how they turned out. And then, once I had enough concrete, I started to cut down some wood, and I decided to use dark oak for this. I did use a little bit of spruce in the wall design, but not too much. It was mainly dark oak wood, as it does fit the rest of the village. And we can see the good morning sign in the distance, and I'd like to keep saying good morning to you, so maybe consider subscribing. Okay, and here I started to lay out the wall design. The bulk of the wall is dark oak logs, and just for a little bit of extra detail I am adding in the brown concrete. However, I do strip the logs that are further into the wall to make it a little bit more visually interesting. And then I continued the wall on the other side of the stable. And I made sure to incorporate the stable into the wall. Later on I will upgrade it into a stable guard tower, but for now it sits quite nicely in the wall. And then I went ahead and I lit up the roof of the market hall, which inspired this whole security upgrade. And then I upgraded the wall with some cobblestone wall, and you can see one of our villagers being chased here. And then you can see me laying some dirt where the top of the wall will be. Then I began to place spruce stairs along the rim of the wall. This adds some really nice visual separation, and it provides a nice walkway on top of the wall. And then I went along and I added crenellations with the logs, and then I added in some cobblestone wall between these crenellations. And here you can see a completed section of wall and how well it blends into the stable. And then I came around and I removed the hedge. And as part of this I had to remove the hedge around the pigs and the sheep. And this made the village a lot roomier, but I did have to light it up again. And then I began to mark out where our first gate would go. Now I wasn't ready to build this just yet, but I thought I'd mark it out anyway. Then I began to work on the south wall of the village. I did cut this off just before the tavern, however I decided I wanted to do a little bit more this episode, and so I didn't just leave it here. I then extended the south wall all the way along to the river. And while this was quite a long patch of wall, the hardest part was that it was on a slope. It was difficult to place this in with respect to the garden of the tavern, but I think I managed to do it quite well. Now, I only managed to wall off the western side, and I didn't wall off the area around the pirate ship. And I didn't wall off the area around the Viking ship, as I feel like that will be better to do once the dock area is complete. But you can see the southern wall is finished. And I think it looks great, and I'm really excited to build the gates in a future episode. And I don't think I'm going to put a wall on the eastern side of the river, as I quite like the hedge for the agricultural area, but I really like the wall on this western side. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a very good morning, and I'll see you in the next episode, where I think we'll probably fix these gates up a little bit, because they could use a little bit more work.